Hey friends, just a heads up. In this show, we touch on mental health and some other heavier topics. Nothing too intense, but we want you to take care of yourself and those who may be listening with you. Also, all opinions are our own and not affiliated with 21 Pilots in any way. Listen with care, and thanks for being here.
Putting on a podcast.
Hey, party people, welcome back to Clickbait.
Hello, welcome.
What was that little nugget in the beginning there?
We got to hear downstairs.
Yeah, that was, oh man, what a moment, yeah?
Oh my gosh.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm not even going to apologize for my voice today, people, because it's October 27th, which is a Monday, and we're recording. We literally woke up in California this morning at 2:15, I guess.
Ish, yeah.
Had been traveling all the way back to Massachusetts. We're now back in
We've been
where we're at.
off the plane for a total of like an hour and a half now.
Yeah, we scarfed down some Chipotle because, of course, right? If you're going to do a 21
Right.
Pilots, trip, celebrate with Chipotle. And we're recording for you. So
Yes, we are.
we're jet lagged. We're tired. We sound like crap from singing all night last night. And we're just going to get through it and tell you all about this incredible experience. And we're not going to do any lore or song deep dive this week. So if that's what you're here for, sorry, you're going to miss it. But we're just going to tell you all about our California travel clicky experience. It was really something. And we'll get back in the groove next week.
Yeah.
Because we're
do
tired,
our regularly
man. We're-
scheduled programming
I'm
next week.
so tired.
I'm exhausted. I want to go to bed.
Yeah, this was a, should we just get right into it?
I mean, seriously, we were at the show less than 24 hours ago.
Yeah. And
It has not even
I feel
been
like
a
the
full
whole
day since we were at the show.
Yeah, the entire weekend started like what feels like 48 hours ago. Like this was a whirlwind of the
Yeah,
trip.
so
Like,
fast.
What did we leave Saturday morning?
We left Saturday morning at 5:30 a.m.
Eastern time.
Eastern time. Made it to California by 10:30 Pacific time.
Yeah. Rented our car.
Rented our car, got our hotel, ate some flame broiler.
which we missed
which we
dearly.
missed
If you're on the West Coast or
so badly.
California and you know about flame broiler, shout it out, man. It's good stuff.
So good. And we went to Disneyland for the day.
You got like the entire day. Like we left at like 10.
So
Awake for over 24 hours. But
the cool part was that we weren't the only ones coming in to LAX for the show. There was lots of clickies at the airport. Super fun to see people wearing their stuff and saying hi.
yeah, we saw a few coming from Logan here in Massachusetts. So some
Did
East
we?
Coasters went all the way out.
I
Yeah.
don't remember that.
Or are you just thinking of the ones we
I
saw
was
in
just
St.
thinking
Louis?
the St. Louis ones. I didn't think we saw anybody in Boston.
Yeah, I thought we saw one or two. Maybe not. Maybe you're right. I can't remember.
I don't think we saw anybody in Boston.
The whole weekend's a
Oh,
blur.
no, maybe you're right. We did.
Yeah, we might have saw one or two.
Maybe we did. Oh, whatever. I
but
know.
yeah, anyway,
Everything's meshing into one.
We got to see all kinds of clickies at the airport on the way, and it was so cool. And then we saw tons at Disneyland,
Tons.
which was cool. And it made me think like, we really need like a salute or a handshake or something.
Yeah.
Something to be like, because it was kind of awkward because we're all socially awkward emo people anyway. So most of us were like, oh, hey, I like your shirt.
Yeah.
And it was like, hey, I like yours too. And then you pass, but it's like, we have this great thing to celebrate and talk about. We probably should stop and be like, oh my God, like,
I would love to be able to yell out like, I don't know. Hi, like
we're
I
a
don't know.
clicky and so are you. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like I was in a fraternity and we had like this long distance salute thing we did that only our fraternity did. So if you saw another person with letters on, if you don't know them or whatever, you just do that and they know like, oh, that's a brother. And we had a very quick secret handshake. Like I feel like the Clique handshake would be like the stressed out one, and that's just too involved.
That's too much.
Like
yeah.
nobody can remember that. Nobody has time, but we should come up with
I
something.
know.
Like,
I wish we had something like Penn State has We Are. Every time I see somebody with Penn State, I'm like, oh, we are. And they're like, yeah.
Yeah. But
And they cheer and they're all excited.
maybe it's just the 2 and the 1, you know, that we do at the end of the show. Like, I don't know. There's got to be something.
Know.
Anyway, Clique, if you're listening, this group, put it in the comments, put it in the thing. Like we need it. We need an identifier that we can say to each other to break the ice.
Yeah.
So we can make some new friends out there, because we saw a ton.
Yeah.
And it was just super like awkward glances and like, oh, do you think they got that shirt because someone gave it to them, or are they a true fan? Like it was just all this weird stuff. And it's like, let's just go talk, you know, let's hang out.
Yeah. I mean, for the purposes of this weekend, I was pretty sure anybody wearing 21 Pilots was there, you know, for the show. That was kind of my, I don't know. I felt that was a shoo-in. That was a given, right?
Yeah.
That they were there for the show. But if you have not seen it yet, go to our socials and check it out. Apparently everyone else and their mom has now seen it because it went viral. But I made special Mickey ears.
Yeah, which is like a Disneyland thing. People do that. But
yeah. So I made special Mickey ears to wear while we were at the park. And so many people were like, oh my gosh, I love your ears. And they made them not like obscure, but like you kind of have to know.
Yeah, you have to be in the know, for sure.
If you look at them, you wouldn't know immediately what they are if you don't know 21 Pilots. If you know 21 Pilots and you're like, oh, totally, that's exactly what that is. But so it was fun to like, people waved at us and, oh my gosh, I love your ears. And it was cool.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
There were some people that didn't have any identifiers, no shirts, no nothing. That were like, I like your ears. Do you think they just like them? Do you think they know a little bit about the band? And that's why they said they like them? Or like, I was confused by those people. Are they just ear enthusiasts?
No, I think they definitely knew about the band because of the way they said it. They were like, oh, your ears are cute.
Yeah.
They were just like, I love your ears.
Yeah.
Like it was, I know what those are.
But they weren't necessarily like,
and judging by
clicked out, I guess.
Amount of people that were in my comment section on TikTok and Instagram about my ears, there's a lot of Clique cast members.
Yeah.
They were like, I work there and I need to have those. So.
Well, listen, based on our ratings, the Florida, Ohio, and California Clique are by far the strongest.
Oh, that's interesting.
And what's interesting is that, like, you know, I think we've said before, so it's no secret. We're from California.
Right.
Originally.
So we grew up.
But none of our friends know we're doing this. So it's not like we're gaining those listeners. The California Clique is strong. And we saw that at the show as well. But
yeah.
Yeah. I want to real quick just explain Disneyland for our listeners. We're married. We're a couple. Everyone knows that. And we met there. It was really special to be back there.
It's a really special place for us.
For one day. You know, it's been 8 years since I've been there, since moving out here. Probably the same for you, I guess. I think you might have gone a few times.
I went like a couple of times when you had already moved out here.
Yeah. But it was so great to be back. It's like you never left, you know?
Yeah. It just feels like a special.
Yeah. Still know your
place.
way around. And we didn't have the kids with us. So it was just really cool to be.
Yeah. We didn't have to like get on rides if we didn't want to. We could just walk around and look at stuff.
Yeah. And then we had our favorite band to kind of not only talk about, but then see the people. It was really, really fun. It
was cool to have our worlds collide a little bit. It was kind of fun.
Yeah. Totally worth like my advice to anyone is buy the tickets, the plane, the concert, whatever. Go do these things if you can, because it's the adventure's worth it, man. It was just great. It was really nice. All right, let's get into the show, shall we? Yes. So this time we were in seats. Which we were. I'm going to try not to sound like a total jerk here, but we've been on the floor a lot. I think every time. Except for the first, yeah. Except for our first show, which we moved down halfway through. Yeah, and then the first Clancy Tour show, we were in a suite. So I mean, we've been in stands. True. I forgot about that one. We've seen other shows in concerts. So what I'm about to say, I think transcends all concerts, but especially 21 Pilots. Yes. What I learned this weekend is if you're a true cliquey and you love this band, you have to be in the pit at least once in your lifetime. Yeah, try it at least once. The vibes are immaculate in the pit, and in the stands it's just not the same. Like, we had a great view. The girl next to you especially was bopping and going nuts, and people were singing, but it's just not the same. Like, you need to be exchanging sweat and elbows, and you need to spend the time before the band comes out chatting and complaining about people smoking their weed. Like it's a vibe. Like the whole thing is a vibe in the pit that you just don't get anywhere else. And it's just so special. Like, I don't know how to say it.
Well, like I was saying too, I love to sing along to the songs. And so in the pit, everyone else is also singing along and they're all screaming at the top of their lungs. So nobody can hear you. So you can feel free to just belt it out as loud as you possibly can.
Yeah.
And in the seats, it wasn't that no one was singing. There was a lot of people singing, but not as many people. So I just didn't feel like I could sing as loudly as I wanted to, or like scream as loudly as I wanted to when I was excited about stuff. Because, you know, there's people like just quiet people. Like the girl, there was a girl in front of us who was clearly there with her boyfriend, which was a fan. Yeah. And she might not have been a fan.
Yeah.
So because she wasn't singing in the songs really. I think she sang Ride, but that was about it. She wasn't really dancing, wasn't really moving. She seemed like she was having fun. I didn't think she wasn't having a good time, but
yeah, she's not in it.
Wasn't in it. And she didn't know all the songs or whatever. So I didn't want to like scream into her ear the whole entire time. So I was trying not to like sing too loudly. And so it kind of like dampened put a damper on my experience a little bit.
Listen, let me rephrase. At our age, we belong in the seats. We probably belong in the suite. Just so we can sit down and relax and have our food and be able to go to the bathroom, you know, whatever. Right. But I'm grateful we were there. We had great seats. It was an incredible show. So glad we did it, but I missed being in the pit. So
it's weird because having the seats was so nice because
for sure.
I didn't feel like we had to rush. Well, we did have to rush, but we'll get to that in a minute. But I didn't feel like we had to rush at all. We had a seat. If we decided we both wanted to get up and get food, it was okay because our seats were there and nobody could take our seat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that was really, really nice. I didn't end up needing to because I think we were able to sit that whole time in the beginning. But I was thinking like how nice it's going to be to be able to sit down if my feet were hurting, if I really needed to. And like I said, I didn't end up needing to, but I think it's because for, you know, the hour and a half or whatever we were there waiting for the show to start, I was sitting the whole time. So my feet weren't hurting as badly, but that was wonderful being able to do that.
Yeah.
And have a place to put my bag and not have to hold everything. And, you know, we felt like we had more arm room. Like nobody was brushing on me constantly.
So I'm glad you said that because I felt like I didn't like in the pit.
Weird.
In the pit, you get to like, it's okay if you bump people and if you're raising your hands and swaying and you're touching the other person, like it's fine. But the person next to me was like videoing the whole time and they both weren't really singing. And so like, I kept looking down because I was over my seat. So it's not like they were creeping on me, but I felt like they were crowding me. And so I couldn't, like a lot of times I was like bopping with my hands in my pockets and I'm like, this isn't me. When I'm in the pit, like I'm doing everything I can to jump and I can't jump people at all, but jump. I'm trying to do everything I can at my age and, you know, physical ability to be part of this. And I just felt like I couldn't do it there.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting that you said that because in the pit, like you put your arms up, you're jumping, you're like
everybody smells bad.
Anything you want to do, you do. But I did feel like in the seats, I was a little worried about putting my hand up because I was worried the person behind me was like videoing and now my hand's in their video. Stuff like that. Like I didn't want to be in the girl next to me. Like I didn't want to sing too loudly and be in her video singing because I've got a video like that of Guns for Hands, my favorite song. I think we all do. Of a girl just singing so badly off key and it like totally ruins the video, but it's fine. So I was trying really hard not to do that. So yeah, I get what you're saying. So it was a weird thing of like, we had like a little bit more of a relaxed experience because we had the seats and were able to be there. But I also felt like, listen, this is going to sound really bad. I'm not ripping on them at all because they're very good at making sure all of the audience feels taken care of. But I didn't feel like I was part of the show as much. I felt like I was watching the show.
Yeah, I have a thought on that.
Not participating in the show as much.
Yeah.
Could have been where we were. I don't know. I mean, we were kind of off to the side, but I feel like we were closer than a lot of other sections.
Well, I have some thoughts about this. Right. Is it okay if we jump around on the list a little bit?
Yeah, it's fine.
So real quick, I want to talk about the venue. I think that because that stage seemed really wide and like unnecessarily wide.
Very wide.
There were parts on our side that were set up like a stage that they didn't even use.
Yeah.
Except to get down to do the walk or whatever.
Yeah.
Or to come back up. So I was expecting Tyler to come sing to us on that side. And one time during next semester, he ran over on stage right all the way to the end and then like sprinted back. That's like a thing that he does and almost misses the next verse. It's been like a thing online. I thought for sure he was going to do that on our side, and he didn't do it. And
no,
so
he stopped
I'm
in the
with
middle,
you. Like,
and I was so bummed. I had my camera ready and everything, so because he was going to get close to us. But
the stage appeared to be set up like it's this monster stage, and you're going to actually get close to them being in the seats we're at, but they only used the center portion.
Yeah.
So to your point, he's like, how's the people over here doing? How's the people over there doing? Sings to both sides. But the way this venue was set up, I think fools you a little bit. So we were, it was kind of a bummer that way because our side seats were actually further away than you would think.
Right. Yeah.
So there's that. And then I wanted to mention, you mentioned the food situation. Typical stadium food, not great, very expensive, but they did have 2 specialty cocktails.
They did. They had specialty 21 Pilots cocktails, and just had to have them.
We had to get both. They're just, listen, they slapped a name on a vodka cranberry and a peach margarita. But, I ordered the Clancy, which was a peach margarita.
The peach margarita.
It was delightful. It was pretty good. Well mixed. And you ordered what was it called again?
Well, it was supposed to be the tear in my heart.
Yeah, exactly. But the what would he be, a bartender, I guess? I don't know what he would be, the worker. The drink maker.
The drink maker kept saying tear in my heart.
Yes.
And it just like, look, he's a worker. I get it. Like he works there. That's his job. And he's got shows that come in and out constantly. But I feel like I'm not ripping on him at all. I'm actually angry at his shift lead.
Or the whole because the whole organization, like, do your homework.
You need to do your homework. And
it's one of their most popular songs.
Teach your people. Exactly. Like it's your job to get it right.
Yeah. But I just thought it was funny. I wanted to correct him so bad, but I didn't want to be
a jerk and like.
Yeah. And it's funny because we'll have the tear in my heart. And he goes, oh, you have the tear in my heart, right? Like he didn't want to accept that.
I said it like 3 times, tear in my heart, like 3 times.
Yeah. So it was
trying to like say it so he could hear it like, oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Hoping that I was educating in a nice way, but he just wasn't having it. It was going to be tear and that was it.
Yeah. So we have a new,
and it made me cry because it wasn't very good and it was super expensive.
Nice tear, cry. Good stuff. I think that if Weird Al ever does a 21 Pilots album, there's definitely going to be tear in my heart. It's going to be about crying or something.
I like it. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the wristbands because I'm wearing mine still right now.
It's still going.
It's still going. It's flashing at me right now. The wristbands. Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say here. Listen, I'll get started while you gather your thoughts.
Did they not know? I got it. Did they not learn from the other 2 venues that had them? Although I will say, wasn't one of them, who was the one of the other one? So Cincinnati did not do well. But then who was the next one that had them? I don't remember.
There's only been a few that had them.
Did Toronto have them one night? Or
maybe.
something?
Yeah. There's only been a few that have had them. So like you can
4.
fix this. It's not a big deal.
One of them did a great job and handed them as they walked into the section. That was what they should have done. Hand the wristband as you go into the section. What our venue did was go through every single seat and put them in the cup holders. So by the time we got there, which I have to say was not late, we were there at like 6:20 maybe?
Yeah, doors were at 6.
Doors were at 6. We were in there by like 6:20.
And that's only because, we were on the property. We bought the merch. Like we were there.
We were in the merch line for a super long time. But by the time we got there, they were almost gone from every seat.
Yeah, like we were wondering, did they pass them out? Because not only were they like hidden in the cup holder, but there were several missing.
Yeah.
And that was just our section, our little section.
There's sections
was all around this
empty,
whole thing.
Basically. We go to our seats and of course your wristband was there, but mine was not. So it's just like, it's super frustrating. You can absolutely stop this from happening.
Well, there's that, which I'll say in a second, but there's also like, it's a chain reaction. One person takes an extra and now the person that shows up to that seat doesn't have one. Now they have to take someone else's and then it just continues.
Just keeps going.
And now there's always, in that theory, if everyone only took one, you would think there would only be one person that got shafted out of the wristband, the one that was stolen. But then people start getting, they get some moxie and they're like, I'm going to take 3 or 4 or 5 and no one's going to care. And now there's like, again, that chain reaction just continues to spread and now there's no wristbands and somebody is seen on the screen with like 4 on their wrist.
So we saw somebody down in the pit waving their arm with 4 on her wrist. So if you're a listener, shame on you. Or whatever, maybe her whole family gave her them all to wear. I don't know, but whatever. There was like a mom with, was it 3 girls or 4 girls that came in as the show already started?
Yeah.
She came in late, which that's, not great to begin with, but it shouldn't have been an expectation that she needed to be there early to get her wristband. She should have been able to have them in each one of her seats. But anyway, she gets there. She's got 3 girls. I'd say the oldest was probably like 12, maybe 13, down to like a 4 or 5-year-old. And there were 0 wristbands for them.
Yeah.
So the kids are upset.
Sad. Yeah.
So she's asking people like, where did you guys get those? And luckily like a family next to us, I don't know how they all had one, but then they had an extra, but the guy gave her one and somebody found one in a cup and handed it to her. So she was able to get a couple of them, but still it's just like, it's super frustrating.
Yeah. Listen, I've said I've been to a lot of shows. I know how these things work and I'm not going to get into detail as to why. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah.
There is one way to do this and one way only. This venue had 7 entrances.
Yeah.
You get 7 6-foot tables. You hire some volunteers who usually work for the company. And I don't know what this one's called. It's on the back, but there's several different companies that do this.
Yeah.
That make these things, that program with the music. They hire the volunteers. They come in, they stand there. And as you come in, you hand it to them. That's the only way to do this. When people put tchotchkes on seats, whether it's t-shirts or rally towel, whatever, they always go missing because people suck.
Yeah,
so I don't know what to tell you. You have to directly hand it to them and hand them one and then let them go on their way.
And that's
the only way to do this.
There's already people in the Facebook groups trying to trade them for something or sell them for stuff. There's people selling them.
It's absurd.
And the tab is still in them, so they weren't wearing it.
Yeah.
They took someone else's
bracelet.
It's
really sick, man. It's
so
sad.
It's really sad. I don't know that. And then the other thing that really bothered me about being in the seats and actually kind of ruined my experience, because I'm a kind of a rule follower here. I like following rules. I'm kind of a stickler on that.
Yeah.
The new thing is to come and take people's seats.
Yeah,
if you
they
see
look
an
on the
empty seat,
app and
just go, or they'll look on the Ticketmaster app for seats that are still up for sale. And if they're better than theirs, they go take them.
Yeah.
So we witnessed, I guess, 2 or 3 different groups of people do this in our little section. 2 of them took the wristbands that were in those seats.
Yeah.
They put them on. And then the people came, they're like, oh, I guess we have to go. And then they left.
And they probably went to their own seats where hopefully the wristbands still were.
Probably
and
not.
Now they have 4 wristbands.
Yeah.
It's just,
so
the whole thing's kind of a mess.
There's that. And then there was like two guys that were in front of us that were clearly in someone else's seats and weren't supposed to be there. And they just like moved over to different seats when the people came. And they just like sat there.
Yeah.
They weren't like even into it. So I'm like, how did you even get in here? You definitely didn't buy a ticket.
Yeah, well,
so it's like so frustrating. And I guess we'll just segue since we're on this tear of things that are making us angry.
Yeah.
Rip off merch vendors.
Yeah, bootleggers.
Bootleg merch vendors and their stupid bacon wrap hot dogs.
Listen, I'm on board with the bacon wrap hot dogs. Somebody wants to make money selling food, that's fine. They're taking away from the other businesses, which could be an argument. Fine.
Sure.
But the merch affects multiple people and it's not
2
right.
of very important people that it affects. That makes me angry.
Yeah. Which they're not hurting for money. And, the guy selling the shirt probably is.
But that's where they make their money, because the music sales, they get like, I don't know.
Yeah. What did we say one time? Like a quarter of a percent
of a penny every time somebody listens to their song.
Yeah.
So that's where they get their money, is from merch and tickets.
Yeah.
And the thing that was frustrating too, and I will say this might be their fault as well. The problem that we had was that they ran out of sweatshirts.
Yeah.
In the official merch.
Yeah.
They only had small sweatshirts. Now they had the jacket, of course, but that's $130.
And it's got quality concerns, I've heard. So people don't really want it. Like it rips easily, apparently.
Oh.
Yeah. It's like really thin, I guess.
That's icky.
For the money, it's not quality product, I guess.
Gross. Well, anyway, so there's that. There was a zip-up hoodie, which, whatevs. I was not a fan of the zip-up hoodie. I didn't like the design of it. But yeah, so it was cold and the stupid bootleggers had like 3 different types of sweatshirts.
And all the sizes you could need.
And all the sizes you could possibly need for probably like, I don't know, $10 or something stupid like that.
Yeah.
So people bought them, you know, and they're walking around the venue with them. And I'm just like, oh, you guys. But that wasn't the worst part. The worst part is when we left, they literally like accosted us.
Oh, they were like it was set up like a
shirts in
bazaar.
our face and like.
I felt like I was walking through like a Middle Eastern bazaar in Morocco or something.
Yeah,
like there was just
we're on the beach.
I probably
in, like,
just butchered my
Dominican
geography,
Republic or something.
It was bad. Yeah, they were like right in your face, and you know they don't fight you when you say no or whatever, but they literally had to have a line of security to keep them off the property and let the people like
but they
egress.
were like literally like on the toe of the property. Like they had their toe like right on the line.
And they were, guys, the merch was bad.
It was
like,
so bad. It was like really cheaply made. You can tell the green that they tried to do like a torchbearer kind of sweatshirt. The green was like forest green. It was like not even close.
The yellow wasn't right. Yeah,
it just wasn't even close. It was not great. But that was just a weird experience. It like really put a damper on it for me because I don't know if it's that we're used to being on indoor shows, so we don't get that.
Well, it happens everywhere. It definitely happens everywhere. I saw it in New York after Jingle Ball.
For
like
sure.
it happens all over the place. But in some cities, they're definitely more aggressive than others. But I think it was overwhelming with the hot dogs, the tacos, and the fake shirts. And they were everywhere.
It was so much. They were walking through the parking lot.
Yeah, they come up to you like as soon as you open your door. They're like, "You need a shirt to go to the show," and it's like, "No, I already have a shirt."
We're fine things.
You know, and you know, hey, listen, good for them. They're trying to make money. Some people bought them. Maybe they can't afford. Like, I don't want to sound judgy. Maybe you can't afford the official merch. I don't know, but I just don't like the aggressive tactics. Like, I feel like venues and them should work together. Let's get some permits going with the city and set up a little shop across the street. And if you want to go buy that merch, that's on you. Do it, you know, but it should be limited. It should be regulated because, like you said, the band makes the money off the official merch.
Yeah. And you're right. Like maybe you can't afford, like I was freezing cold and they didn't have the sweatshirt. Our son wanted a sweatshirt and I didn't bring mine. So we were going to get one and they didn't have his size and I was cold. So I had to spend $60 on a long sleeve shirt, which I'm not pleased at, but
it's a nice shirt.
Go to Hot Topic. They're cheaper there.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's still licensed merch.
Yeah.
It still helps the boys. It's still, you know, legit sales. And they're much cheaper. And that's cool. I'm fine with that. Like, I'm not judging anybody for buying it, but it's just like, I don't know. It was frustrating because they were so like over the top with it.
Yeah, the aggressiveness was off-putting.
All right, so
but
enough about the
let's wrap it up. Beautiful
let's
venue,
get into the show.
Incredible venue. I thought it's brand new, so it's very nice.
Beautiful,
and
yeah,
clean, and everything's great. You know, we had fireworks. It was cool. Really, really great location. Like the traffic flowed, everything logistically that we did not experience in Hartford went really well here.
Yes.
So security was on point. Like they were dragging people out and stuff. It was exciting.
Yeah, you know, and there was a point when they must have had a medical emergency.
Yes.
That was very well done. It was very well
efficient.
done. They were efficient. They were quick. They were quiet. They weren't like
Tyler didn't even notice
interrupting the show whatsoever.
Yeah.
So that was very good. I was pleased with that. All right. So the show. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about the show. It was your standard set list, except for one thing, which we'll talk about.
Amazing thing.
Where do you want to start?
I don't know. Let's. Why don't you start with your thing you had?
I felt like Tyler was in a little bit of a mood, like sassy mood. You know, he had this big like billowing shirt on, which he did. Yeah. Both nights for some reason.
He looked like a pirate.
Kind of looked like a pirate, kind of looked a little bit like a priest on a day off, I think.
Maybe.
Where sometimes you just wear like that big white
yeah.
robe. His shirt was so big and billowy, it kind of looked like that. You know, Josh was Josh. Josh seemed very jovial and happy. They both looked like, and when I say a good mood, he was like the whole thing before or during We Don't Believe What's on TV. He was like, shmish, 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 shmish.
No, that's Tearing My Heart, isn't it?
No.
When he was giving us the instructions to
Sorry,
sing?
it's Tearing My Heart. that whole shtick was hilarious. And
So
like,
funny. He
added some words to tear my heart about wearing a halter top because we're in LA and just having fun.
Yeah.
They both seem to be having fun like anyone would on their last day of work, essentially, which is what this is. Like they've been touring around and tired and whatever. And so I was very grateful to see that.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, one of the benefits of going to a last show. It was fun.
I was surprised that there wasn't more calling to the fact that it was the last show.
I have a thought on that.
I think he said twice that this was the end of the tour or something, but not in like, oh man, it's the end. It's the last show. It was just like this is the last show. We got to sing it loud or something.
Yeah. So I have a thought on that.
All right, go for it.
I was mentally and emotionally prepared for a very heavy and moving Trees speech.
Yeah.
And the Trees speech we got was all of 5 seconds. And it was like, you got one more in you? And we went right into it and we did it. There was no circle. It was very lackluster goodbye.
I was waiting for the goodbye instead of hello.
Yeah, there was nothing. And I think I have some positivity to shed on this. Like I said, I was emotionally prepared to start crying and be sad.
Oh, I cried anyway.
But I think that I started looking at it differently. Maybe I'm just tired. I don't know. But I think these guys have a new energy, and I think their lack of goodbye was very calculated and done on purpose. Because they're not going anywhere, guys. We've been saying that.
Yeah,
we've been part of that camp, but I really felt it as I thought about it more. Breach was a huge success, probably unexpected success. And so they're probably geeked, like, man, we're in our prime. We're older. We've been touring all this time. We went big in 2015, kind of went away, and now we went big again. People love this music, selling out shows, whatever. Like, they're probably excited. Like, we're in our prime. We have this killer fan base. I bet they're excited. I think give them a year or so Josh can bond with Baby Dunn and all those things, and I bet they're back with a vengeance. Album, tour, everything. Because I also think that they know that, time doesn't stop for anyone, and they can't put on this kind of show that they want to put on into their 50s or their 60s, right?
Sure.
So given their age, they have a window here and they need to strike while the iron's hot. And so I think that where the music business is, where the style of music is, they're right in it right now. They need to go and get it. So if they're listening, that's my thought. So I think that's why we're not going to be sad and say goodbye, because little do you know, we're going to get right back in it.
Yeah, I get it. I think I was just hoping for even just a little, like, you guys really made this a great tour. I don't know, something like some sort of closure, I guess.
Yeah, I also think like there's nothing to close. Like, so I think they're going to get right back into it.
Well, but they are though. Like this era is over.
Is it though?
Yeah.
Because like our son said to us, there's a suspiciously lack of Breach videos, and they don't all have to come out when the album comes out. Like Clancy, that was unheard of.
I guess
that was something new. In the past, they've released videos like here and there.
Well, Heavy Dirty Soul came out like a year after the song came out.
Drag Path is an amazing song, and it's not even like mainstream published.
Well, it's also not technically part of the album. So
given that and some of the FPE stuff that I know you're going to talk about, like, I don't think we're dead, guys.
Am I talking about that?
Are you? I thought I saw it. Maybe not.
Oh, maybe I did.
Anyway, I don't think we're dead, guys. I don't think we're on hiatus either. I think like everybody just take a breath. This tour is over. They're taking a much needed break, and then we're going to get some more soon. I feel very passionately about this. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I feel good about it.
There's quite a lot of people out there in the Clique world that are extremely upset because Tyler said, "We are 21 Pilots and so are you. Peace," instead of "see you next time." And I caught that too, but I was at that moment in the camp that you're in right now of, oh, it's because they're coming back. Like, it's not a goodbye thing exactly. So maybe he didn't want to say see you next time because they don't technically know what next time is going to be. So he's saying peace until then.
Well,
I don't know. I was okay with it, but then like I started to think about it later. I was like, oh, okay, peace is also like peace out, like bye.
Well, yeah.
But then we got our video.
Yeah, listen, I was going to say we've got a very big butt here.
Yes.
Like literally and figuratively.
We got the video.
We've got a butt. We've got a front. We've got way too much going on
all
here.
All kinds of stuff going on.
We are talking about the unitard heard around the world. Like
Holy,
this thing.
I don't even think it was the unitard that was heard. I think it was the tights that were heard around the world.
It's the whole combo.
Seen from space.
And like, I don't know if this is a true post-show moment that just happened organically or if it was staged. Knowing these guys, it was probably staged.
I think it was definitely staged. But
Josh to our rescue, just like Torchbearer through this whole story, let us know that see you next time.
There's a next time.
Yeah, of course there's a next time. Like
we know there's next time in January. So we keep forgetting. I think everybody keeps forgetting.
I think
they're still touring.
I think, and I'm going to say this as best I can because it just popped in my head. I think that we were super spoiled the last 2 years. Like Clancy came out with a video with every song and the build up with all the lore. And then all this stuff happening, like it feels like a goodbye, but this is just a normal band album cycle and tour cycle. Like relax. They're going to be right back.
Yeah. So this is
all normal music business stuff.
I think everybody, I think everyone knows I was a teacher at one point. I think I've said that before.
You have.
I had a principal who was very strict on you do not answer an email from a parent after hours or before 24 hours have passed. Like, don't get into the habit of answering emails on weekends or answering emails at 9:00 at night. Give them 24 hours and get your answer out because then they will come to expect you to answer them immediately. And I think this might be what they're doing here is maybe scaling it back a little bit. Like, okay, we gave you a lot of stuff and now you're expecting all of this from us. Let's get back into what normal music people do.
Yeah. Or like just, like I said, I think that they're realizing where they're at in their career and their age and whatever. And like, now's the time they're going to start their new label and all this stuff. Like I just have a better feeling than I've ever had. And I left the show sad because there's nothing to really look forward to content wise for our show. And like just the constant posts and the constant interaction, like naturally the clique will start to, your diehards will post every day still. We're still going to do the show. Yeah. But the clique will just start to fade and do other things.
Get quiet.
You know, which is kind of sad because it's fun to live in this alternate universe that we always talk about. Like we're normal, business people by day, but we have this hidden thing under our clothes.
This about us.
So, like I think that quieting down will be kind of sad, but the fact that where they're at, I think in their career, I think is a very exciting time. Yeah. And so I'm not worried. I'm happier than I've ever been. And now, quite frankly, all of us get to relax a little bit. It was hectic planning, traveling to all these shows and waiting in the pit and, whatever, like constantly being on the blurry face Twitter. It's a nice break.
Need a break. I think we need a break.
It's a break for all of us, 100%. So I think it's gonna be good, and we're gonna have fun digging deeper into some of the stuff. Now that we have time. So I don't know.
So we, like I said, there was I feel like a lack of calling out that this was the last show of the tour, but even so, they did not quit.
Oh, no way, man!
High energy the entire time. Way. The crew was great the entire time. Like, it wasn't like, oh, Slasha, who cares? Yeah. Which I've actually seen some artists do. So it's almost like we just want to get out of here kind of a thing. Like, let's pack up and go. Yeah, we're done. We're off, basically.
And that would be totally understandable behavior, honestly.
It would. But they did it all. They brought all the energy. They brought all the fun. They treated the show as if it were the first show.
And I don't really know, I'm not part of the show or anything, but I'm sure Tyler and Josh found some discrepancies, but to me, this was a perfect show. There was no camera mishaps. There was no sound problems. Everything went off like it was supposed to.
Camera mishaps, but not.
Was there?
I don't think it was. I think it might have been like a venue issue. It kept getting like really.
It was like delayed a little bit. I noticed that.
It was delayed and it like was pixelated a couple of times, like the
that's
buffering kind of thing.
That's a venue thing.
Yeah.
For sure.
So I think there was that issue. And then I don't know if you noticed, but I think it was it Routines when he was walking, the mic kept cutting out.
Yeah. And I think that I saw something.
I could see him take a deep breath.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
I saw something online.
It was fine.
But also talking about how like the fire marshal here said you couldn't get close to the B stage because of all the fire or something. So people were pissed about that. But
like the fans couldn't?
yeah, so I think there was that little hiccup as well. But to me, like to your point, he was all in, like with the goofing around, the changing of the melodies, whatever. This could have been the middle of the pack show, not the end. You would have never known.
Absolutely. Well, and then like to their credit as people that put on shows, there's that saying, you always hear, the show must go on, right? And like our daughter dances and they always tell her like, oh, if your music cuts out or you forget a step, like you just keep going because the audience doesn't know. The audience has no clue that this was supposed to be different. So I think they do a really great job of like, if you haven't been to millions of shows like we have and know exactly what's, supposed to happen, you wouldn't have any clue that the mic was cutting out while he was singing, or that the pixelation on the screen wasn't supposed to be Blurryface taking over, or, whatever.
Yeah. I mean, I think the problem is that this fan base knows, like you said, they know every little bit. But what I love about this band too, is they'll call it out when it's, something's wrong.
Right.
They just own it. Like, I messed up, or I forgot the lyrics, or whatever.
But in a way of like, and I think it just comes back to the humility that I like from them. It's in a way of like, we're really sorry. We want to put the best show on 100% for you every time, kind of a thing. Not like a get over it, It's more like a we're so sorry that happened.
They truly feel like one of us,
Yeah. Yeah. So that was good. They didn't do my Guns for Hands.
I still think they're listening, but yeah.
I'm sad.
Hey, some people helped it try to go viral.
I know. I was actually really hopeful because even Blanket Approval posted it for us, which I was super excited
really cool
about. And like a couple of our listeners tagged some of the, the big clickies, hoping that they didn't post it. But yeah, so I was hopeful, but it didn't happen. I was bummed.
Listen, I'm not talking bad about the big clickies, but I feel like there's a little competition action going on. Like maybe they don't want to help someone else.
They're like gatekeeping their fame.
But our new friends, Blanket Approval, they're all in. They're like our buddies now.
Oh, they're so fun.
I love it.
They are so cool. Super, super nice people.
I feel really special that that's happening.
Speaking of like trying to make things go viral, there was something that somebody was trying to make happen called Clique-a-ween.
Listen, I've said this before.
Not on this one.
I've said this before on previous podcasts and in personal conversation to anyone who will listen. Okay.
Yes.
And now that I have a microphone, this group's going to listen. You can't just put ween after something and make it a thing. You can't have Hyundai-a-ween and go get a discount on a Hyundai. You can't have McDonald's-a-ween. You don't just put ween or a ween at the end of a thing and now it's a Halloween-based thing. Just,
oh my gosh, we are smacking the table.
Please stop putting a ween at the end of your just brand name, and now it's a thing. Clique-a-ween is not a thing. It should never have been a thing.
It did not become a thing.
Good. Do not, everyone within the sound of my voice, stop putting a ween at the end of your things.
Yes.
Be more creative, please.
Be creative. So, as we put gate on the end of everything.
Well, that's different. Everybody does that.
Everybody does that. So this person was trying to get everyone in the pit to come in their Halloween costumes. And I just thought it was funny because I'm not sure we would have known if they were in their Halloween costume.
Yeah.
Because everybody was dressed
Everybody's dressed up.
There's lots of Neds out there. There's lots of Bishops out there. Lots of Banditos. So it was funny to me because I'm like, oh, maybe they are in their Halloween costume. I don't know. There were a couple of people that came and I was like, why are you dressed like that? And I was like, oh, because you're trying to be Halloween. But so I feel bad for her that her thing didn't happen because I also am sad that my thing didn't happen.
Listen, this isn't in the notes, but just a note on Halloween since this episode comes out on Halloween Eve. At some point in history, Halloween turned into like, I'm going to dress up like an SLUT. And like, this is my day to be someone I've never been or wanted to be. And I'm going to be sexy Bishop or sexy Ned. Those are not a thing. Ned's a furry creature who's fat with horns.
Furry creature. He doesn't need
He doesn't wear short skirts.
He doesn't need a bustier.
Yeah, or a short skirt with his Ned butt hanging out. Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, tiny short skirt.
And listen, I like,
Bishops are not supposed to be with garters on their legs. And
they're crusty old men.
Tiny short
yeah,
red
it's
dresses.
weird. And like people do it with everything. Like, oh, I'm going to be, sexy Mario. From, like, Mario's not sexy. He's a plumber.
He's not.
So,
okay, we got a new shirt to add to our. We do not twerk to trees.
Yeah, like I'm so confused by the. I guess I just have beef with Halloween. I don't know.
I like Halloween. I don't know.
I like scary movies and candy. I do not like Halloween and and Honda-ween. And I do not like, trashy costumes.
All right, moving on. Let's talk about the ride kid.
What a moment.
Ezra.
What a moment.
Cutest little kid. I think, and don't quote me because I have not seen every ride kid. I will be very honest with that. I might have because I usually see the post the next morning, but I think he was the youngest.
Well, real quick, can we talk about night one ride kid? We weren't there, but it's been on social media.
Oh, sure.
She totally slapped down Tyler in 2 seconds. It was great. Tyler's doing his thing, you're going to start us off and it's going to be whoa, whoa, whoa. And she just stops him dead in his tracks and goes, I know the song. And he just goes, okay, then I guess we'll get going. It was a totally pure reaction from both of them. Super cute. But anyway, our kid.
So our kid, Ezra, was adorable, first of all. Very, very cute. So Tyler does his little walk from the B stage into the crowd to grab Ezra to bring him up to the front as he does. And he notices that Ezra is covering his ears and kind of walking slow. And I have to say, it's so great that he's a dad, because most artists would just be find a staff member to be hey, can you help me with this kid? I'm going to keep going with the show. But he had no problem stopping the show to bend down and talk quietly to Ezra personally and find out what's happening.
And he did something I've never seen before. He pulled a paper out. Is that with the lyrics?
Oh,
he pulled a paper out and you see him showing it to the kid like this is what we're going to do. And the microphone was down, so you couldn't really hear it, but you could kind of read his lips. And Tyler's explaining to him, this is the song.
That's
you're going to go up and sing. This is how it works.
There was a paper.
I'm guessing for most of the kids
again, because I think I have most of the interaction on video because he was almost right in front of us at that point.
Yeah, we've probably never seen it because obviously most of the kids probably don't need that, but this one, was struggling a little bit. So I think he has that as a backup or something. I don't know. But
you know what? Maybe we should call on one of our friends, Hope and Trench. Her daughter Landry was one of the ride kids last year during the Clancy Tour. Maybe we should ask her, what did they ask you to can you perform it? Do you know the song? Because I would hate to have them pick someone and the kid doesn't know it and is just standing there scared out of their mind. I'm sure they ask the kid something or
the kid is
go through some sort of process.
Well, this one I thought was going to go that way. The kid is serious, some kind of spectrum issue, and will freak out or something up there.
Sure.
And I thought for a minute this was going that way, and I think Tyler did too a little bit. But
I think he did too, but he did such a great job.
Oh, he saved the day.
He absolutely knew how to react to this kid. He's got little kids too. He has little ones. And reacting to little ones when they get really scared is you can't yell at them and go, come on, we got to do this. You got to do it. You can do it. That doesn't help sometimes.
And I think that only comes from maybe a personal experience of anxiety or whatever. But yeah.
Yeah. So I just thought it was such an endearing moment to watch him interact with this kid and calm him down and make him feel like he's going to be okay. And he was asking people get some headphones and, we're going to be okay. Do you think you can do that? And he told everybody to be quiet, and we were silent.
Oh, the whole room was silent.
The whole stadium was silent.
There was 25,000 people there and nobody made a peep.
Not a peep.
You could hear noises from outside the stadium.
Yeah.
During that time.
It was adorable. And then he caught himself too, because he was starting to get loud, and he was, and kind of quieted his voice down a little bit, which is fine. But little Ezra goes and walks up and gets the microphone. He says, hi, mommy. Hi, daddy. Hi, sissy.
Yeah, it was great.
It was so cute. Absolutely adorable.
And then, of course, everybody sings along with him, and then everybody starts to cheer. But the Clique man just knows what to do.
Yeah.
And then everybody stopped and and everybody did jazz hands instead.
Yes. Oh, that was so cute.
It choked me up then and it's doing it now. That was just an incredible moment.
It really was. So I guess we're parents. Our child is special needs to some extent. Luckily for us, he's not as, special needs as some children are. Like we're very blessed in that regard. But I think the best part was Tyler is a parent himself. So he knows how to deal with that. But let alone that, being a parent of like a special needs child is different. It's a whole different ball game. And he still handled it beautifully. Like there's just so many different things that you have to do for a child that is, and I'm not saying Ezra is, I just got that impression.
Yeah, it was pretty easy to draw that conclusion.
And if he's not, like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, this was more than just being scared. There's something going on.
There was something going on. It was just too loud for him, So I just, hats off to you, Tyler. Hats off to the whole entire stadium. Like,
Josh as well. Like when he came up,
as well. Yeah,
Josh is super supportive, and that's why I think I love these guys so much. Is that it's like it's genuine. It's not an act they're putting on. Like,
no,
they care about this kid. Just like they care about all of us. I don't know. It was incredible.
It was a really cool moment.
And speaking of parenting, I want to give a shout out. Both of our kids are special, but the other one's special in a different way. Like she legit wants to kill us.
I'm scared to go to sleep tonight.
She texted us multiple times that she's going to cancel our flight so we never come home, that we are dead. If they play downstairs, I will kill you, which they did, so we might die.
I think, if we're not here next week, send help.
And then some things started to pop up about the potential for drag path, and she's like, I will cancel your flight. You will never come home. I will never see you again. I'm like, Jesus, what is going on here? Like, this is bad.
Yeah. She was crying on the phone because we didn't bring her.
But we brought her a poster and everything seems good for now.
We brought her a poster.
I'm a little
brought her
nervous.
something from Disneyland. She seems a little happy.
Yeah. If episode 26 doesn't come out, send help.
Yes,
please.
Send help. Oh, they don't know where to send help though, because they don't know who we are.
Yeah, whatever.
So whatever.
Yeah.
But let's talk about downstairs. Let's get there. Let's do this thing.
Let's do it. And then I think we should just a little bit about FP and then wrap it up. What do you think?
All right, that sounds fine. I'm going to move my...
Yeah, we'll move that again. That's okay.
I just want to make sure there's nothing that's like timely that we need to talk. You know what? I don't even know what today is. Like, I don't know what the date is. It's the
27th.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame going to be before we record again? I can't remember.
I don't know. I'll look it up while you talk about downstairs. Get us started on downstairs.
So let's talk about downstairs. It was incredible. I had a feeling that I would be really emotional during the song. Just watching their video, which I posted, by the way, there was a man on there that just like stole my heart. Like not in a loving, like I'm in love with you way, but like in a, like you're my friend and I want to comfort you way. I guess that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah. I'm like a part of the family. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. He was just like visibly sobbing, but also smiling ear to ear. So it was like one of those moments where like you're crying hysterically, but like in a healing way, I guess. So I kind of had that idea that like it might happen for me that way. And so I kind of like talked myself out of it. Like, it's fine. It's just a song. Like, it's not a big deal. Like, you can get it together and like not worry about it. Right. But I was also worried because I was already feeling like I was going to be really just emotional because it's the last show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it starts and I'm like just so excited. Like, I'm so happy that they're doing it because I was a little bit worried that they wouldn't. I didn't know why I was worried that they wouldn't, because like, why would you do it night one and not night two? But I was just like a little worried that they wouldn't do it. So I kind of had that going on for me. But then the song started and I was really excited. And the clip that I played in the beginning was when everybody kind of noticed that he was going to sing it. They all just got so loud and started screaming. And you could just hear every single voice in that stadium start singing it when he sang it. And it was just really cool.
Yeah, it was a moment for sure. And like I have one complaint, only one. It's not even a complaint. I wish I was at the K-Rock show where it was like a true surprise. Like, we knew it was coming.
Yeah.
We knew where it was going to be. Everyone had their phones out. I'm still like completely grateful and blessed we got to hear it. And I'm glad they added it. I mean, our kids are saying like, why did they do it for the last three shows? Idiots, they're so upset.
Yeah.
Only because they missed this one, but mom and dad needed some time away and we did that.
Yeah.
But I think that, it's, depending on the mood I'm in, it's an incredibly moving song in the car when I hear it. And I don't know. I think with this album, it's really like made me understand the concept that they're a Christian band in hiding. And this is like worship music. And sometimes, depending on how I'm feeling, again, this is all what's going on in my mind and how my day is going. But sometimes if we're at church, I would get choked up about certain things. And this, like, some of this music does that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
So I was going to mention that.
I feel like since Breach came out, going to a show was like going to a gigantic worship session with a ton of other people. A lot of hands up, a lot of people just completely losing themselves in the music. Like it's beautiful. I don't know any other way to say it.
Yeah. So here's what I'm actually going to say about that. So there was somebody in the Facebook group who was trying so very hard to make Downstairs not religious.
Which is fine, by the way.
Which is
it's
fine.
Totally fine.
And
that's not what we're saying.
We're
Please
not knocking
understand.
you. And actually, that's where I'm going with this, is that I am a religious person. I've been a religious person my whole life. I've been raised in the church. And I feel like I have a strong faith. And I didn't feel like this was religion at this moment. Tonight. Or last night.
Yeah.
Sorry. I don't even know what today is. I wasn't feeling the worship religion song. I was feeling the same thing I felt during Linkin Park when I was screaming, the words to In the End. I was feeling that moment of my like childhood where I like needed somebody to talk to and I needed someone to hear me and I just wanted to yell really loud.
Yeah.
And it was that release of like, I'm screaming. And that's when I lost it, was when he says, feeling like I'm nothing, feeling like I'm run down. And I couldn't help it. Like I just started sobbing. And it was like you said, sometimes in church or sometimes when you're seeing something really beautiful, sometimes just looking at like nature can like choke you up a little bit sometimes, And I was always told by, I went to parochial school for a while. And I was always told by teachers that that's like the Holy Spirit moving through you when you feel that like undeniable, I don't know, choked up feeling. I don't know how to explain, like a just overwhelming emotion.
Yeah.
And so for those of you that aren't religious, I don't, whatever you feel that is, it's something otherworldly. It's
I was going to say that, like, you don't have to take the holy part out of it. There's something moving within you. There's something moving
in you that you needed at that moment.
Yeah. Whether it's healing, whether it's camaraderie, whether it's release of some type of trauma, like there's something that either way, we're all there celebrating the same two guys and the same message.
Sure.
So it doesn't matter. And for me, it's a certain type of way. For me, it's all those things.
But that's the, that's the beauty.
One song can give me religious vibes in the chorus and then give me like trauma release in the pre-chorus. You know what I mean? And like in the bridge, give me something completely different. That's how great the songwriting is here.
But that's the beauty of this song, is that everyone felt something regardless of where they are right now in their life.
Yeah, that's why I think everybody wanted it and why everybody loves it.
Could it be religion? Absolutely. Could it not be religion? 100%. It could be a relationship you're going through. It could be parents. It could be trauma that you've been through. It could be your relationship with God. It could be any of those things.
And I truly believe I think it's twofold for Tyler too. I think it's it's music creation. Well, threefold: insecurities, and then also relationship with God. I think it's all those things. It's not just one.
Yeah.
And the reason I want to put this out there to the listeners so they don't get tired of us and think we're on Mount Pius over here. But the reason why I think some of, like, we know that they're Christian. We've said this before. So that's why we get that vibe. If they were outwardly said they weren't, then maybe it wouldn't come that easy. But like you can find Christian stories and connections in like a Chris Daughtry song or even a Metallica song. Like, honestly, you can.
If you're looking for it,
if you're a faith-based person and that's how it relates to you, then you can find that. So it doesn't matter. We talk about it a lot because we know that they're openly like that.
Well, and I have to say, and I hope if I'm wrong here, like, please let us know. Listeners, please do tell us if I'm wrong here. I feel like we do a good job, though, of presenting it on all fronts.
Oh yeah, we do the history
And
part, so
being
you're learning.
a good job of
yeah.
saying like, we're saying this because we know about their background, but if it means something else to you, that's okay too. You know, it's okay if you're not a religious person. And I still think even if they do go the avenue of being more of a Christian band, you can still enjoy their songs. You can still enjoy them. We're not the first people or the only people to have said that Downstairs and Drag Path sound very worship song.
Yeah.
Sound very Christian rock.
Yeah.
We're not the only ones. So if this is the venue or the avenue they're going down in the future, I still think it's great music. And it doesn't have to be about God. It can be about your relationship with something else.
Yeah.
Which is the beauty, I think, of the way that Tyler writes.
I couldn't say it any better. I think that's a good way to wrap that up.
Sure.
All right. We can hold 5 and
hold.
6. People don't know about what I'm saying.
Okay.
Because number 6 is not, we have time. It's
Okay.
after our next recording.
All right.
And then I think we should briefly talk about FP, and then I'll close it up with the TOP fans doing amazing things. What do you think?
All right. I love it.
Does that sound like a plan?
Yeah. There isn't much to say about FP.
Yeah, just a little bit of lore sprinkles.
I'm very
I will say
happy about, to be honest with you, because I was so upset.
Yeah.
That we weren't going.
I think
was
there's
really bummed.
I think that. Well, I think two things. I don't think everybody saw everything. Maybe there's some more lore crumbs that were missed, but we have a good conspiracy theory and some lore crumbs.
Yeah. So we got a new torchbearer letter. So it wasn't a Clancy letter. It was a torchbearer letter. I apologize. I should have had it up to read exactly what it says. But basically, it was, as long as we keep trying, Clancy is not dead. To paraphrase, I guess. I don't know if I got that dead on the money. I don't know. But I love it. Absolutely 100% love it. Because it's that hope that we need.
Yeah.
To keep going.
Yeah.
And it's almost like a little mantra, if you will. Like keep it in your mind when you're having a really hard time. Remind yourself, Clancy's not dead. Just keep saying it to yourself. If you need something to just keep getting you through. It's like Sala Felina when you're asking for help. You know, just something to remind yourself, like, I'm going to keep going because Clancy's not dead. And when Clancy's not dead, we keep trying. So I think it's that little, the sun will rise and we will try again kind of push that we need. So I think that was a really great, if, and I know you and our son do not believe this is the case. If this is the end of the story, that's a really great way to end it.
Yeah,
I think
agreed.
I think that's an awesome, the always word. That's amazing.
I have some thoughts on not Torchbearer, not Clancy, Josh Dunn's role and what he means to Tyler for a future episode.
Okay.
That I've put together through all
write
this.
that down so you don't lose it.
Oh, I won't.
Yeah. So we got a new Torchbearer letter. We got a new postcard. I don't know. Did they do Ned's Bread's bags? I don't even know if they did the same bags and stuff.
I think so, yeah.
Did they do all the same stuff, but just a new postcard?
Yeah, because I think my theory still holds that they had extra, so we need to offload this stuff. But
okay,
yeah.
Sure. They just put it up on the merch site and it'd be gone in 10 seconds. But anyway, yeah. So there was a new postcard. So I was a little bummed about that. I would have loved to have had the new postcard. You can tell that the signatures on it are like actually hand done signatures, which is awesome. But something happened that made me really angry, but now I'm not so sure.
Yeah.
Somebody in quotes here, took the level of concern USB flash drive. Apparently. Allegedly.
I wish I had like some science fiction music to play here because this is very tinfoil hat wearing stuff you're about to get into.
I haven't seen anyone do it yet. And I'm sure now that I say that, someone's going to go steal it out from under me. But, you know, a couple of videos ago, we got Tyler being confused at how many times he's been to that stadium, and they put all the little weird math symbols in front of his face as he was thinking. So no one's made that into a GIF yet. But that's how I feel right now, is like the little math is going on in my head as I'm trying to figure this all out.
Which I will say, maybe they are listeners and followers, because you did post a scene from The Beautiful Mind. You're with all that going on as it relates to lore. So.
I love it. All right,
somebody's watching out there. Somebody's watching.
Not the right people, because it didn't get my song.
Yeah, we'll get there.
All right. Anyway, I feel like they're awfully quiet.
Yeah, they're saying that we're upset about it, but they're not showing that.
But are they? Did they? They haven't said a word.
Yeah.
And granted, they didn't say anything about the drum either. However, people in their camp were all about it. Sax was going crazy trying to find it.
Yeah.
They were posting about it. Please help us, kind of a thing.
Right.
It was all over social media.
Yeah. The
If
Clique
anyone
came
has
through.
the information, please let us
Ultimately,
know.
the Clique came through and found it. So
Immediately.
yeah.
So, I mean, the show hadn't even, like, the venue hadn't even cleared out before people were starting to post videos about it.
Right.
And that's where this is weird to me, because they did put out a statement through email, and I believe it was only to the people who went to the FPE event. So who, if you had a ticket, you got this email that basically said someone took it. It's very important to us. They made sure to say that it has unreleased things on it and other things that are important to the band.
I didn't know that part. You didn't tell me that at the airport today.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Now I'm all in on conspiracy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they made sure to say that. And then they said, no questions asked, just mail it back to this address.
All right.
And
yeah, I'm all in.
I think that it's
It's staged. 100%. This is fake.
I wasn't saying that. I was the address. I'm trying to I think it's Warner Music's address. I have a picture of it. I don't know where I put it. I can't find it right now, but yeah, they said just mail it back to the address. We won't ask you any questions. We just really want it back. It's very important to us, they kept saying. But they only put it out in email. They didn't put it out in social media. I have not seen one person post, "Oh, it was here at this time." I have not seen any pictures of it. I have not seen anyone posting pictures of them with it in the background or somebody who might have taken it. We have one post of someone who says when it might have been taken about the time frame. But
I feel like if it's that important, Tyler, that both of them would come out and do like a quick 30-second TikTok.
Like, hey, please, guys, we really want this back.
Yeah.
Like, please. Somebody pointed out, and I don't remember this, so please correct me if I'm wrong, anyone, or if maybe you remember. Someone pointed out that when the drum got stolen, we got something with the contract, some extra thing came out because of it, or something came out because of it. I don't remember what it was. Now I got to go back and look for it.
I don't remember either, but I know what you're talking about.
Something came out because of it. We got something else because of this whole incident. But I just think everyone's being oddly quiet about it.
Yeah, it's weird. I'm with you.
Like, the Clique is usually the first people to like, oh, here's this video. Here's that video. I have this. I have that. We've got it on film. We've got,
Yeah, this is the last time we saw it.
And
whatever.
I have not seen one picture of it in that exhibit. Not one time.
Yeah.
So I'm confused.
Next week on Unsolved Mysteries. Yeah, I agree. There's something going on here.
So I just am a little sus about this, as our kids would say. Or maybe they don't say that anymore. It's confusing to me.
There's something, yeah.
And
There's
if somebody did take it,
something strange afoot.
like,
Well, shame on them.
I'm so sad.
Yeah.
And please return it.
Yeah. Well, I'll get into that in my closing speech here.
Yeah. Go ahead then.
That's yeah, that's something. I'm with you now, though. I'm all in on Conspiracy Gate. Ween.
Conspiracy Gate-a-ween?
Conspiracy level of concern flash drive-a-ween. I'm all in.
Well, oh no, I have affectionately named it. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Thumbgate.
Ooh.
Because we had Drumgate.
Yeah. Now we have
got
Thumbgate.
Thumbgate.
Or you could even call it USB-a-ween.
USB-a-ween. There you go.
All right. We're going to close this show out with a different and special TOP fans doing amazing things. You were in the airport having trouble finding one person.
There's so many. I know. It's so hard to pick like just one.
Yeah. And I said, I got this because the tour's over. We're all feeling some type of way. And listen, the last 2 years, the Clancy Tour and Clancy Tour breach brought out the best of us. And for some people, it brought out the worst of us.
Holy
we saw some things about, addresses and potential stalking, Drumgate, Thumbgate, grabbing and pulling the band. Like there's a part of this fan base that has some issues. I'll say like there's something going on there to where that would make you want to do that. Some people are overly obsessed, so they do some weird things. But I must say that that's maybe 1%.
Oh, easily.
The 99% are TOP fans doing amazing things. And that's what I wanted to celebrate today.
Okay.
It's all of us.
I like it.
It's all of us.
I like it.
Listen, on this show, we do our fair share of pointing out the bad. We did a lot this episode about what we saw at the show and
Sure.
whatever. But I want to take this time to recognize the good because I think we need that now. So this week, all of the fans are doing amazing things. And, it's people that couldn't make it to shows, listening parties, whatever. They went to social media and asked for help. They're like, I really like this shirt. I can't get it. Can someone get it for me?
And there's like millions of people that jump to their aid like right away.
People showed up, and they helped. You guys are amazing.
Yeah.
Those people that helped. When you're at the pit, if you're in the show and you're passing out because you've been there all morning and you're in line for a wristband and someone's bringing donuts around or coffee, and then you get into the pit and you need water and people are helping you. You guys are amazing.
Yeah.
You don't have to do that. You know what I mean? But we're like a family. The fans last night, as we record this, that did the jazz hands and recognized Ezra needed our help.
Yep.
You guys are amazing. You know what I mean? Like there's so many people in this community that are amazing. Friends, we are amazing. All of us.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
We are.
So I don't know. The fact that you can go to a show and wear funny clothes and short pants and put tape all over yourself and smear your neck and hands with black paint and sob in front of others and not be judged is pretty freaking amazing. Like, I think that there's few places where you can do that.
Yeah.
This day and age. So you know what? I don't know. Like, we're good people. So keep spreading the kindness, keep doing the good things. And those of you that are struggling with that, like that 1%, get it together.
Get it together.
Because we're going to leave you behind at some point.
As we say, we don't judge people.
Well, I'm just saying, like, you're going to get left behind at some point because the Clique is in a good spot right now. Like I said before, the music's incredible right now. The boys are energized. This is a good time for like a rebirth. So be kind. Yeah. Spread the kindness. Do the right things. Keep doing, the good things that we just pointed out. Keep being amazing. And if you're not, get on board or go to Honda-a-ween and participate in those things. Yeah. Go be a fan of Creed. I don't know.
Creed? Are they even still a thing?
I don't think so. Well, anyway, good show. We pulled it together. We came up with some stuff for you. Sorry it didn't have the regular cadence and stuff, but we're tired.
Yes.
So we're
so tired.
We're gonna call it a day and go to bed. And we are Clickbait, and so are you.
Stay alive, friends. That wasn't particularly funny.
Show.